Hello, and thank you for watching my CST 430 Spring Final Project. I am Trell Ziegler, Kentrell, and this is my Challenge Lab A, based on user management. And the name I decided to name the business was Super Generic LLC because, hey, why not? Okay, so to start, you can see that I have a bunch of different screenshots, and I'll have a bunch of different screenshots throughout the rest of this presentation. Here I am signing as the root user, and I made sure that there was directories for each department, as well as making sure that they had their own groups as well. You can see on one of these screenshots that I made a bit of a mistake because I made the directories in the wrong place, so I had to actually move them to the right place, which was at the root. Okay, so this is coming in right after the previous slide. Here I'm basically making the groups, and then right after I did that, I actually made each employee. We had 3 different branches: IS, sales and engineering. Each one had 2 regular employees and 1 administrator, so I made sure that they were all had logins and stuff like that, as well as made sure that they had access to Bin Bash. Okay, right here, I'm using the chown command, which is changing all of the ownership to each group in the folders and making sure that the admins have the ownership. Okay, this is where the file was made for each group or each folder, and I made sure that it said this file contains confidential information for the department. I made sure that it was actually each one instead of just one, as it would say in the objectives. Okay, so what I'm doing here is making sure that the admin has full read, write, and execute access, and anybody that is in their group can just read it, and I'm making sure that no one else in any other group can actually access that file, which is why the 740 is so important. And moving on to my favorite part, the deliverables. This is where we basically just verify that you can see that things are done the correct way that it's done. Here you can see what I used for those verifications. A lot of it was in the CAT, or not the CAT, the etc. group. So to get the groups, I did CAT etc. group, and to get the users, I did CAT etc. and the password directory. Moving on to the deliverables. Here I felt like the best way to verify the users was to use ID. How else do you identify someone other than ID? So I made a shell line to where I named each employee, and as you can see, they are all in the right groups, and they all have the right names. All right, on this slide, you are seeing all the directories for each department, and actually who is in charge of that, and also the permissions that they have on the left side corner. I struggled a bit trying to fit this all in one thing, and then I figured that it was more simple than I was making it. So, okay, so on this slide, we are basically verifying that the file is where it's supposed to be, and also the permissions for the file is appropriate. As you can see, we have RWXR. So the first three that you see there would be for the admins. They have full rights, full access, so everything is fine there. The last R is for the people that are in the group. So that basically means that the group can read it, they can't modify it, and they can't actually delete it. So all those are the same and it's fine. And as you can see, all the people who actually have full access, you can see their groups and you can see that they are only the admins.